Good morning. It's a couple days before Minnesota fishing opener, and there's only one thing you can really fish for right now, and it's crappies. We just got the boats and docks in the other day, so I figure why not go out there and give it a shot. It's a little windy this morning. Tested the water temp yesterday. It's around 60 degrees, which is about perfect for spawning crappies. So I'm gonna go with my dad, and we're gonna look for some structure, specifically knock down trees or anything they could protect themselves in. That's what I've had luck in the past. Last year was a phenomenal crappie bite out here, so hoping it's the same this year. Anyway, we're gonna get a few things together and see if we can catch a few. Let's try and get anchored and just.
Yep. Let me know where you want to be.
So we kind of came in right on this tree here. That makes a nice, really nice crib for them to protect themselves in from predators and also get bait like we're about to be throwing at them. So we're gonna be throwing little hair jigs to start. Are you gonna slip bobber or throw that jig?
You know, maybe I should try slip bobber a little bit and see if one way is working better than the other.
You're already getting a bite. Right away. That took all of what?
Feels like a decent one. Well,
Is that maybe a pike?
I wonder.
There's a bass.
Is it a bass? Yeah, it's a bass. A little nicer.
There you go. Nice.
A little nice. Yeah, nice fish.
I might have to set up a bobber. There we go. Just a little guy.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Real nice.
Yeah, that thing picked it up and then dropped it and then just barely picked it up again. It's a nice crappie. I think I'm just barely getting hits. Like,
I would agree with that. I think I felt something.
I saw that one hit it.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
I was sight fishing this one.
Did you really?
He came in.
So how far above the surface were you?
Like 6 inches.
Cool. Yeah, so they're still kind of aggressive, but they're just they're not hitting hard.
That time I was working it really slow.
See, when the bobber starts going sideways like that, you know, you got something. Oh.
All right, so we've already got a whole bunch on the slip bobber. Now I'm gonna take this little thing. We're gonna try and sight fish a couple right at the perfect angle to where I can just flip it right in there like that and basically sight fish them. I'm keeping an eye on my jig. Keeping an eye on my jig. There, oh, there's a big old pike. I do not want that. I can see a massive pike right now. We're gonna stay away from that. But I'm gonna flip it right up in there. Crappie just hit it. Bassed it. All right, we got a bass. But that's so cool to be able to just see the fish come and hit it like that. First I saw a pike come and swing at it, then that thing came and ate it. But we're fishing for crappies right now. We're not fishing for bass. So I'm gonna get right back up in there, flick it in, and I can just see the flash of my jig. Sometimes I bring it up to the surface like that and you can see him following it. I didn't see anything that time. Just flip it right in there. There we go. You can just see it disappear. That's a nice one too. But it's so cool. They're just right so tight in there. And I keep an eye on that tree and my jig. Sometimes I can see them dart out. Then they smoke it. I'm gonna try and get right up in there again. Oh, it almost got me tangled in there. I think swallowed it. But yeah, if the boat's positioned perfectly and if I could make the cast up right in the tree every time, it's almost a guaranteed bite. This is what we ended up with today. Kept the nicer ones, but definitely let quite a few go too. My camera gear kind of died, so I don't know how much we got there at the end, but we kind of just kept catching them and releasing them. But it was super fun, so I'm gonna clean these up. I'll show a little tutorial on how to clean a crappie if you're not familiar with that. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's get to it. So all I'm gonna do is grab the crappie, put it on there so the dorsal, the top fin's facing towards me. Just make a cut right behind the fin there, right behind the side fin. Go down the center, not going through its rib cage yet, but when I feel the knife give past its rib cage, come out on the back side, go right through it. Then I'm gonna flay above its rib cage, just so I don't come out with it. And then you kind of get to a point where you can peel back a little bit and then just kind of carve until you get to the other side there. That's a nice flay right there. Then I flip the board around. Doing its other side, you're gonna wanna get at it from this angle, so you're gonna have to flip the board, go through it again, hitting the top of its rib cage. Now I'm past it, go through the bottom, right out its tail. And then again, I'm at its rib cage, gonna go above it now. Get to a point where I can kind of peel it back like that. Then you want to get this bottom belly meat too, so I kind of go a little bit deeper. And just like that. Sweet. So that's scrap. This is obviously my meat now. Not because I went above the rib cage, all I gotta do now is take that meat off the skin. You got yourself a nice fillet right there. Perfect. Toss that in the bucket. Grab your other side. Another thing I like to do when I have the fish in the live well too is bleed them out. So that way, when I get them on the board like this, they're not too bloody. And that is all the meat we are left with. Some perfect white crappie meat. Just wrapped up cleaning those fish, packaged them up, and gonna have a heck of a fish fry this weekend. Yeah, just a super fun morning. We got on the crappies, found the structure, and sure enough, they were there spawning. Hopefully you learned a thing or two and can apply it to crappie fishing for yourself. We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video.